Hey guys, what's up and welcome back to my channel. So today I am doing my January favorites for you guys and I'm so excited because I have some really awesome products that I'm super excited about and I just cannot wait to share them with you. So a lot of them you have seen in my most recent videos because I've been using them quite a bit. Excuse my nails, I just realized how terrible they are. And they're the new Wet n Wild Photo Focus products. So I have the foundation in the shade Soft Beige. I have the powder in the lightest color, which is Light Warm. And then I have the concealer in also the lightest color, which is Light Ivory. I have been wearing these guys like more than half of the month probably. I love the coverage of this. This is honestly so close to Makeup Forever Ultra HD. So close in fact that I actually haven't purchased or repurchased my Ultra HD because I ran out because I have this guy and this honestly gives me that like Ultra HD fix that I need. It looks so good on the skin. It blends in so perfectly. It wears really well all day. Super like natural looking, but it covers like everything. And it just is such a good foundation. I had some people ask me like straight up if I like really liked it or if I just kind of liked it because they said that like a lot of cheaper foundations from the drugstore can kind of make their face feel kind of itchy. I honestly did not experience that at all. I love the way this foundation looks, feels, wears, everything. One thing I don't like about it is the applicator. I don't like this kind of like plasticky paddle. I wish it had a pump bottle. I just feel like it's kind of unsanitary. I just wish it was like a, you know, little pump bottle. The concealer is really amazing, really similar to the, what's it called? The NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer. Almost identical, honestly. And it's only like $3. The only thing I don't love about this guy is the shade range. The amount of product is fine because like I said, it is like $3, so I don't mind that, but it's so close to the NARS Radiant Creamy. I just wish they had more colors to choose from because they had like 5 or 6 colors, not very many, and I am the lightest one. So if you need like Chantilly, like from NARS, this might be a little too dark. This is more like creme brulee. I'm usually vanilla, but creme brulee is like a little bit more pink, but this one is okay. Like it's fine, but vanilla is like a little bit more neutral, which I like about it. So I do wish it was a little more neutral, but it'll do. And then the powder is really awesome and very similar to a MAC Mineralized Skin Finish. And I think it's pretty darn close, honestly, and it's like $5. The powder is just super soft, very finely milled, gives a little bit of coverage, but really nothing. It's kind of more of like a translucent setting powder to me anyways. I don't find that it amps up the coverage a whole ton of the foundation, but I actually really like it. So I have really been loving this guy. Another product that I've really been loving this month is the Anastasia Dip Brow Pomade in the shade Granite. This has honestly been like my pretty often wear product. I don't really use like any other like color in pomade. I have a bunch of colors, but this is the one that I've been using the most. And on my like more lazy days and like quicker days, I'll use like pencils from Makeup Forever and Anastasia. But days that I really want to look super put together, I've been using this guy. It used to scare me so much because it is like really close to black. Like I do have her waterproof cream color in the shade Jet. And when you look at them side by side, like they are not too far off, which is crazy. This is the cream color and this is the eyebrow pomade. They do apply, like this one definitely applies like not as black, but it's like so close to black that it scared me for the longest time. I actually have it on right now, but it actually applies really nicely. I just used her number 7 brush. I love the number 7, except mine is tiny and now she changed it and made it longer, but whatever. I love Granite. It's been working really well for me, especially now with like my darker toned hair, since it's like now like all of these, you know, all of the crazy colors. I just feel like I can kind of wear this better. Before I felt like Granite was like way too dark when I had like my purpley orangey red hair. For primer, I've actually really been loving the Smashbox Photo Finish. I was never super intrigued by Smashbox primers. They just didn't really call my name. There was something about them that I was kind of just like, meh. But I get this one in gratis from work. I think I did. Yes, I did. And because I was like, I wouldn't buy it myself. Just because I don't know, like I'm saying, it wasn't super like, I need to try that. So when they gave it to me from work, I was like, cool, now I can try it out. And I actually do really like it. I like how it smooths, but it's not super like tacky, silicone-y kind of feeling. It's like a really nice thin, just like veil of kind of like smooth and blurring primer over my face. And I really like that. So I was actually pretty surprised because for the longest time I was kind of like, ugh, but it actually is really good. Doesn't really do anything for like my dryness or anything like that, but it does help with like fine lines, pores, just overall smoothness of my face, which I do appreciate. So yeah, I've really been liking this guy, surprisingly enough. For eyelid primer, I actually just went back to my classic soft ochre paint pot from MAC. I don't know why I stopped using this guy, but I've recently been dipping into it a lot more lately. There's something about the color that I love to kind of blank out my eyelid space. So I feel like I've really been liking this one a little bit more because I've been trying to do more like intricate looks and more, you know, like creative and very structured looks, I guess you could say. And this just kind of creates a really nice, bright, just super even canvas for me, where this one was nice, but it was more of like my own skin tone. Speaking of primer potions, I have all of the primer potions. These are only 2 of them. I have all of them except for one, and that one is the one that I've really been loving, but I only have a sample of it. I just like wanted to try it out before I purchased it. And this is gonna last me quite a while. So it's the Eden Primer from Urban Decay. And if you've noticed on Instagram a lot, and here also on YouTube a little bit, I've been doing a lot of like cut creases and like negative space cut creases. So for those kinds of looks, I've been loving this guy on like a synthetic brush or even like a really flat brush. Just something to like carve out the lid space with, and this has been amazing. And I think the reason that I do like it a lot more than like concealer is because for looks like cut creases and negative space cut creases, I need something that's gonna dry pretty quickly. Like concealer is not gonna dry super fast, or sometimes even at all, unless you set it. So this guy dries really fast. It doesn't like, when my eyelid creases, it doesn't kind of bend up on each other and transfer. It just kind of just stays in place and holds kind of like its structure, I guess. So this has been awesome for, you know, really detailed looks like that. For shadow, I've really been dipping into this guy, and I've been trying to make myself dip into it. And it's the Urban Decay After Dark palette. It is a palette very similar to the Electric palette, but when they launched the After Dark palette, I assumed that it would have been the similar kind of palette that the Electric palette is, but they are not. They are completely different. I pictured a super like bright, pigmented, like super intense colors, but this one is more of like jewel tone colors. And it's funny because I actually hate jewel tones on me. I find that they just make my eyes look really weird. But I've been trying to make, you know, different kinds of looks, even just using like 1 or 2 of these colors. I do have on like this really light peachy shade. It's called Scene. This one right here, I do have this on underneath the glitter. So I've really been trying to use them, whether it's like creating a look entirely with the palette, which I have done also, or just like using one here and there. So yeah, not as pigmented and like buttery, and like these are the more of like pressed pigment shadows, and I find that these are more of like their traditional shadows, which is odd because I was not expecting that, because when you see that it's in the same kind of package, you expect the same kind of product. So that was kind of a letdown, but it's fine. It's good. I like it. I make it work, and I don't regret it at all. And I really like the colors, and like I said, I have been using it a ton, so it is definitely a favorite. But I do find that I have to really make myself dig into other palettes to make this work, because if I only use this, it becomes too jewel tony and not super flattering on my eyes. I just feel like it makes me look really tired and really like, I don't know, not like, you know, I don't know, there's something about it. It just doesn't make me look, I don't even know how to call it, like what to call it. It's just, it just makes me look very dull and very like heavy in the eyes. I don't even know. If you're someone who loves highlighter, or someone who is really new to highlighter or just afraid of highlighters, and you're looking for something more subtle and everyday, I definitely recommend checking out the Estee Edit Flash Illuminating Fluid Powder. I honestly overlooked this so much at my store, and our senior artist was like, oh my god, I love that. And I was kind of like, okay. Like I was kind of like, meh, really, you like that powder? But I had never actually tried it, and then we got it in gratis. We were given this as well from the brand, and it's actually really pretty. And I even told them, I was like, I would have never even picked this guy up. You can kind of see it. It's like a really good, like super simple, everyday kind of just really nice glow. I even told him, I was like, if it hadn't been for you, I honestly would have never even thought to pick up that palette. Actually, one other makeup thing, I've really been loving the Stila Huge Extreme Lash. This guy is very similar to the Better Than Sex in the way that it's like an hourglass shaped one. I guess it'd also be similar to the Marc Jacobs Velvet Noir, but there's something about this one that just makes my eyes look so fluffy and flirty. And I don't know, I just really love this. And the last thing for makeup, I think, is going to be the Allure 126 lashes. I don't have another pair. I actually just bought this one pair because I was like in desperate need of a pair of new lashes because my queen bees were like done. They needed to go. So I've literally reused my queen bees like 25 times, and those are like very like fragile kind of lashes. So I've been like using them up. Like all of my Iconics, when I'm cleaning them or taking them off, they've kind of just like ripped, or like all of my lashes have kind of just disintegrated in my hands. And I was like, okay, I need like some lashes. What can I get? And I was at Target and I saw the 126s and I was like, hey, I haven't had those in like a little while. So like a couple of weeks maybe. And I got them and I realized that these are my favorite lashes ever. Like the band is stiff, but it's not uncomfortable. It's stiff in the way that I mean that like I don't have to worry about the shape of them. They just hold themselves together very well. Very voluminous. And I love how they feel like nice and stiff. Like I just find that they just feel really good. Like I don't like super, super stiff lashes, but these just are like perfect. Like they're sturdy. I shouldn't say stiff, they're like sturdy. So I can like feel them and I feel like they got their ish together, you know? Skincare, I have a couple favorites. I have some skincare, like actual skincare and like mask favorites. I have really fallen in love with masks, and before this month I was more into like actual like cream and like, you know, like mud masks. So the ones that I love are the True Self Organic Detoxifying Mask. And like I know all of the things that it does except for anti-aging. I didn't know it was anti-aging, or like for wrinkles, which is really cool. So it's awesome. I love this for like when days that I feel like my skin just needs like a purge and like I'm getting like breakout. So like I have a couple. So I was doing it a lot in my T-zone to kind of help them shrink down a little bit. So I love this one especially too because it's a powder. So I don't even know if it goes bad after you open it because it's like a dry powder that you mix with water. I should ask them that. I should email them and ask them because I'm curious. So yeah, it's just like a loose powder that you mix with water and apply it on your face, let it dry, and then you wash it off. And then I do also really love the Glam Glow Gravity Mud. This is her firming one. I like this one just to give my skin a little boost. Like whenever I feel like my skin looks kind of dull and like, you know, I'm just kind of like meh, I'll do this guy and then my skin just feels like very tight, very like luminous almost, and it just feels good. I got a bunch of little minis from the Drunk Elephant line. And I was always super curious about this, so when we got them, I was like super excited. I got the Juju bar of soap, and then this one, I forget what this one is called, but they have two kinds, and this is the clarifying and like cleansing one. The other one's that kind of exfoliating. So it's not the Juju one, it's the other one, and I don't have the packaging anymore. So it's just like a little bar of soap, really awesome. I've never really loved bars of soap, but this guy has like seriously made me love them now. So I like it, and it's nice because if I ever need to travel with it, it's like I don't have to worry about it being liquid. So, and this has lasted me a really long time. I've had this all month and it's still like pretty much all there, which is really cool. And I've also been using all of these guys night and day. I've been using the Virgin Marula Luxury Face Oil. Use the C from a Day Serum during the day. It has a kind of a weird smell, which I feel like kind of lingers a little bit. So I think in the future I wouldn't ever repurchase this guy. TLC from Boost Glycolic Night Serum. This guy actually helps really well. I feel like it really makes my skin feel a lot different, which is really weird because I honestly didn't think that this would help very much. But it does really help to refine your skin, which is really cool. These are probably my two favorites. The bar of soap. I wish I knew. Actually, I'm gonna look it up real quick. The Pecky Bar, P-E-K-E-E bar. Actually, I do have one lip product, kind of. This is the Jeffree Star Velour Lip Scrub in the shade Strawberry Gum. I've been really getting into, like I said, skincare, so obviously your lips are a part of your skin, so this has been really awesome to kind of just massage them and get all that dead skin and like that thick layer of what seems to be like a liquid lipstick, but it's actually just dry skin off of my lips. And this has been really awesome for that. That brings us to the end of my favorites. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed. Please let me know some of your favorites down below. I would love, love, love to know. Also, if you want a little tutorial on this eye look, also please let me know. And yeah, if you have any other requests or anything you'd just like to let me know, please do that down below in the comments, as well as like this video. And also make sure to subscribe if you haven't already and you want to keep up with my videos. If you like this video or if you want to see what else I put out, then please subscribe if you haven't already. And I will see you guys in my next video.